What's up, y'all? The DA here, man. Let me tell you, exhausted isn't the word. I mean, my legs are killing me, but I'm having an absolute blast going to Star Wars Celebration for a second time. First time Chicago, second time Anaheim. Having an absolute blast, meeting lots of people, seeing lots of panels, just enjoying the energy. Like I said, it's a Star Wars convention, and it's full of people that absolutely love the franchise. And you know, these people have a deep love for a franchise, full of I mean, I'm running into interesting people every single day who've read all the books, who've, made meticulous costumes and have done such a good job with those, and all of that. I mean, that's what you go to Celebration for. Like, I'm just a guy, right? I watch Star Wars movies, I read a few books. Watch some cartoons. That's pretty much it. The movies, the cartoons, the books. Occasionally, I'll pick up some additional material. A Star Wars, gallery book. What do you call it? Occasionally, I'll pick up, something additional like an Art of Star Wars book, and I'll enjoy that. But for the most part, it's really just cool seeing people that really dig deep into the franchise. Most of the people that I'm hanging with, they're getting autographs from the stars because they just love the people that make this stuff. The stars, the actors, the voice actors, like they go deep. And, there's a guy that had every signature of all of the Sith Lords that he could find, so he wants to get all the Sith Lords to sign like this one book that he calls, like, and he keeps it in like a holocron. I mean, you got a lot of dedicated fans like that. It's just incredible. So yeah, with no further ado, let's go ahead and just kind of go over the stuff that I saw over the last 2 days. I'm not going to do a day by day since for whatever reason I couldn't upload, a couple of videos yesterday. I'm just going to go ahead and put day 2 and 3 together. So we'll have both of those back to back. This won't be long. You can see some of the footage that I already shot, but let's go ahead and show some of the footage. Yeah, and this is from day 2. And this was Ian McDermott coming out to the Star Wars live stage. And this is what I've been telling everybody who's kind of been complaining that I didn't get into any panels. I haven't gotten to really enjoy, seeing the stars up close and personal. This is the best place to come and see the stars and hear them talk about anything that they're going to talk about. All of the major stars for every panel, I think, has made it to the stage at one point in time or another, because all of this stuff is going on the YouTube channel, right? So these guys like Ian McDermott here, and then, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni coming out to the stage as well. Katie Sackhoff came out there today. I think Giancarlo Esposito came out there today. I'm not sure who else. Ewan McGregor came out and gave the fans a big warm thank you and said this was his first celebration, and that he can't wait to come back to the next celebration. I hear that a lot, when Star Wars actors and actresses, they come here for the first time and they don't know what to expect, and then all of a sudden they fall in love with all of the fans and everything that's going on. And so that was pretty cool. This is another thing I liked about this was also on Friday, but they bring out some of the folks that do the cosplay and the costumes for the kids in hospitals, right? Because a lot of kids that are in hospitals, they're sick and they're not feeling well, and then they come and they see some Star Wars folks doing some cosplay. It really turns it up for them, brightens up their day, and actually helps them get better. Another thing that I do is I walk the floor. Like, I just make sure I walk the floor and I see everything that is out there. And there's a ton of stuff out there. These vehicles were pretty cool. This one, I think it's like a Land Cruiser or something like that. I'm gonna zoom in on the little pamphlet right here. But this was like, Land Cruiser, 1977 Land Cruiser, as painted by Sabine, right? So it's like as if Sabine had painted this particular one, and they used this for the 501st Legion. They kind of get around with that. You can see the license plate said Captain Rex. I just came back to that. So I like this. And this one was the Star Tours one that we're looking at first. And then we have this other Obi Schwinn vehicle, and I like this one as well. This was pretty cool. again, just come out and check out all of the different things that are on the floor. The exhibition floor is just absolutely spectacular. I'm going to get some final footage tomorrow when I do my day 4 recap, because there's a lot of stuff that I couldn't get uploaded. For some reason, like I said, these videos just didn't want to upload for me. So I had to push them all in. So this isn't even half of the stuff that I got. Jeff Solo, you see that car there, and there was the BB-8 vehicle just a little bit ago. So all of this stuff is just awesome and cool in a lot of different ways. All right, and then we get to today, and today was all about Mando and Dave Filoni, as it seems. So we did a quick sneak peek at the Ahsoka panel. Now, let me tell you something. I'm gonna pause it right there. That Ahsoka reveal was absolutely incredible, because Dave Filoni came out, and he, had a whole row of people just for the Mandalorian, and they were all talking Mandalorian the whole time. Carl Weathers, Giancarlo Esposito, and then they got into Book of Boba Fett, so they're bringing in Tamora Morrison, and all the other cast members and everything from the Mandalorian. But then towards the very end, there were like 2 chairs sitting down at the end that were still empty. Everybody's like, well, who are those guys? And you can kind of see it if I roll it back just like for 1 second. You can see right there, right? There's 2 chairs right over here, right, that are empty, right? So it's like you got all of these guys. There's John, there's Dave. Who was this? This was Pedro Pascal. I think this was Emily Swallow. These guys here, these 2 guys that were sitting here, those are the 2 guys that play the like the physical Mandalorian when Pedro's not in the costume. This is Katie. Is this Katie? No. This isn't Katie Sackhoff. I can't remember who this is. Shoot, I can't remember who this is. Oh, this is Emily Swallow. Actually, this is Emily Swallow. This is Carl Weathers. This is Tamura. And then this is Katie, and this is Rick Famajima. So we had all of these folks out here. I wish I could remember who the heck this person is. But then these last 2 seats were filled by Rosario Dawson, and then the young lady that's playing Sabine, whose name escapes me right now. But those 2 came out, and it went nuts. And then they dropped Ahsoka footage, and it went even more nuts. But they had dropped a Mandalorian trailer that was longer than the Mandalorian trailer that they dropped on Thursday. So on this trailer, tons and tons of more footage, and Dave was joking like, yeah, this is my panel. We're going to put out even more stuff than what they got on the Lucasfilm panel. This is my panel. That's what it's called, Mando Plus, which I loved. But yeah, I'm going to keep playing this. Basically, this was that was a really amazing panel, and I just didn't take enough shots of that. So then we went to Tales of the Jedi following that. So this is where Dave is, announcing the new animated shorts that he's going to be doing. So you see, you're going to see here in a second. Yeah, so this is Count Dooku. This is the look that Count Dooku is going to have, young Count Dooku. So you can see that. And then this is going to be followed up by young Qui-Gon Jinn. He's the Padawan to Count Dooku. And so there's going to be some stuff with those 2. So I'm really interested to see how that plays itself out. Again, just animated shorts, maybe 10 to 15 minutes or so each episode. Then you have Dave. This is the lady that plays Ahsoka's mother, Javinia, and I can't remember her last name, Javantakar or something like that. But she's also in Star Wars video games. She's a good actress. And then here I am. Yeah, that handsome guy. And then getting into the Mandalorian Experience. And I already showed that video, but this was like kind of the preview, just walking in before you get into this long hour-long line that I had to stand around. This is just kind of like a sneak peek of the stuff that's right up front, the stuff that you can kind of look at. And this was pretty cool because that's what's inside the Mandalorian Experience. You can go and watch that video. Just a lot of the like official props. This is like the real stuff that they used in the actual TV show. There's Quill right there, of course. Just a lot of cool, very fascinating items in the Mandalorian Experience. Actually, I think this was one of the best kept secrets, if you want to call it that, of Star Wars Celebration. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Like, and then they had like a picture of Mando, and you saw me taking a picture with that just a little bit ago. But yeah, that was it. That was pretty much it for day 2 and 3. The big deal on day 2 was Palpatine, basically Ian McDermott. And then the big deal on day 3 was just Mandalorian. I filled my day with Mandalorian stuff, going to the panel, with that entire experience there. Filoni, obviously, and then the stuff that he did at the end with Tales of the Jedi. I guess maybe I should did. I spent my day with Dave Filoni because I saw him at about 2 or 3 panels, and then I came and saw the Mandalorian Experience, which of course is his co-creation with Favreau. But that was it. That was it. Great day 2 and 3. And tomorrow's the last day. I'm looking forward to just kind of again just casing the floor, seeing what else is up there. Oh, there was one other thing that I thought is going to be really interesting. I did have a chance to go to the Del Rey panel and Shadows of the Sith. It sounds really, really interesting, and it's talking about the one conversation that you had with Lando Calrissian in Rise of Skywalker, where he's talking about, hey, he had a mission with Luke. And everybody's like, why did he have a mission with Luke? A mission with Luke Skywalker? What's this mission about? Well, it's going to be in this book called Shadow of the Sith, and it looks really, really good. So that book, I'll probably definitely be picking that up whenever that comes out. But that'll do it, folks. Thank you for watching. See you next time.